¿Qué pasa, YouTube? 6-Foot Hacks here. Happy for you guys today, week 1 of the Battle Union, aka the TBU. And guys, I'm so excited. I'm so nervous, man. My heart is racing. I don't want to lose. We have a pretty tough matchup week 1. Of course, if you guys are excited for the Durham Druddigons to be in the TBU, make sure to hammer that like button down below. Check out our team building video, which will be down in the description. And what? Okay, so I wasn't expecting Scyther, and I wasn't expecting the Silvally. Ooh, okay. So what? He didn't bring Manaphy, and he didn't bring the Drapion, which I thought he would bring. Ooh, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm so nervous. So I need to get up my rocks ASAP, because dealing with that Scyther could be a bit of a problem, so I really have to watch out for that. That Garchomp absolutely has to be Megachomp, so that's really good. Looking at leads, I honestly just want to lead Seismitoad, just because we can get up rocks turn 1, and if he leads off with his Fortress, then that means we can potentially 2 KO with the Hidden Power Fire. So we're already going to jump into this, guys. Like I said, I'm so nervous. My heart is racing. Let me know if you guys like the layout. Make sure to leave a like for the layout, guys. I forgot that we should definitely have a layout for week 1, if not then by week 2. So of course, if you guys do like it, let me know about it in the comment section below. Let me know what you feel about the Durham Druddigons. I don't know, like I'm just, my brain is like scrambling right now, man. I'm just, okay. So he ends up leading off with the Scyther, as I'm going to be leading off with my Seismitoad here. I could see him definitely just going for a U-turn turn 1. So what I'm going to do is just get up my rocks, and then I can see what kind of Scyther this is. So he's going to go straight for the U-turn. Okay, so that doesn't do too much damage. Okay, let's see. Richter, where is Scyther on here? I'm trying to see how much damage U-turn would have done. What is this? This is the Fortress. Okay, this is really good, because we do have the Hidden Power Fire, so I can hopefully Hidden Power Fire this turn. I need to see how much damage that U-turn did. Did about 60 points of damage, so he's got to be Scarfed, because if he was Banded, he would have done a lot more damage to us. So the good thing about this is that Hidden Power Fire straight to a KO's Fortress, unless he's got the Aqua Berry. So I'm going to go straight for the Hidden Power Fire, as we are going to be able to get it off. Does he have the Aqua Berry though? He does not, and that is a clean 2 KO. So that's really good. Really good for us in this match so far. Okay, do I want to go for another Hidden Power Fire though is the question. What would he do here? He could switch into the Garchomp potentially. I could try and go for the knockoff, is what I'm thinking, because we're not going to be doing much damage to that Garchomp either way. But I don't want to risk him potentially getting up rocks here either. I think I would rather make the safe play and HP firing again, as we're going to be able to get rid of Fortress. So that's really good. We have got rid of one humongous threat turn 1. Like Fortress, if you guys saw the team building video, you will know that Fortress was going to be a huge problem, just because of him being able to get up hazards and get rid of my own hazards. But now that I have rocks up for the rest of this match, I will be at a very good advantage in this game. So my heart is like still pounding, guys. Like I don't, like you can't probably hear it, but if you had like a stethoscope or something, like you just put it to my chest, you just do. That's all you would be hearing right now. So in comes the Silvally. Is this just normal type? I want to say this is just normal Silvally. No, it's grass. Okay. So he forgot to change the color of his Silvally, which is a little bit annoying, but it shouldn't be a big issue. I do have the Rindo Berry, but I'm not going to be doing any type of damage to this Silvally. I could bring in my Hitmonchan as he parting shots potentially. There's also the possibility that he has rocks on his Garchomp because it really can only run Dragon Claw, Earthquake, and Fire Fang, which already hits everything that I have, so I gotta watch out for that. So my best bet is to either bring in Shaman and allow him the parting shot out, or switch into Hitmonchan. And I think I would rather bring in Shaman just to be a little bit safer. Necrozma also isn't a bad switch in either, now that I think about it. I may bring in Necrozma instead, because it's a pretty decent middle ground play. And I would rather have Shaman at as much HP as possible. So I'm going to bring in my Necrozma here, as he's either going to hit me with the grass move or go for the parting shot. As he does go for the multi-attack grass move, so this is going to do 0 to us, which is really good. And now what this allows me to do is potentially go for a Toxic, because I'm pretty sure that Silvally doesn't learn Taunt, does it? I don't think Silvally learns Taunt. I thought that maybe he could bring Silvally, but it's really not that big of an issue. So no, it can't learn Taunt, so that's really good. So what I can do here is most likely just go for my Toxic, because he's either going to want to bring in the Cofagrigus, maybe bring in the Thundurus, or bring in the Garchomp to be on the aggressive side. And if I'm able to Toxic this Silvally, that's also going to be really good. So he knows that I don't have rocks on this, and he saw leftovers. So that multi-attack may mean that he is a offensive Silvally, because I'm not really sure, to be honest. It didn't do too much damage to me. Where's Silvally Grass? Or would he be defensive? Maybe he could be defensive. So he does end up bringing in the Scyther. If I can hit this Toxic, that's going to be really good. This means that now this thing is going to be a little bit easier for us to deal with, especially that we got rocks up. If this doesn't have any form of recovery, that's going to be absolutely amazing, because it's going to be brought down under range of rocks. So he basically has to go for an aggressive move here, whether it be the U-turn or potentially the knockoff is what I'm thinking. Now I am max defense, max HP, and like I said, this should not be banded. So I'm going to take 0 from anything that he wants to go for. Having lefties, though, could really help me, is the thing. Seismitoad is probably, at this point, just going to be death fodder, is what I'm thinking. Because I don't feel like it's going to be doing much anymore in this matchup. Although, it would be nice to knock off the Cofagrigus. That's really the only use I have for it. I can also just fodder it off to the Garchomp or the Silvally. I almost just want to risk losing leftovers here, honestly. Yeah, I think I'm going to Moonlight. I'm going to Moonlight, see what he wants to do. Like I said, there's no way he can knock me out in any one hit, as that actually did 0. That actually did nothing. So it's really good that he didn't go for the U-turn there. That Bug Bite did absolutely 0 to us, and if I really want to, I can definitely just stay in here and keep going for the Moonlight. I was really scared that he was going to go for the knockoff, so it's a good thing I did not make the switch into the Seismitoad, and at this point I can honestly just stay in here and stall out this Scyther, because if I decide to go for a Psychic against it, I'm probably going to knock him out. So my Necrozma is going to be around like 50% HP, which I really don't want. So as lame as it may sound, guys, I am probably going to have to just spam Moonlight here. Yeah, because that's going to put me around 50% HP, and I'd rather just not be that low. So I can definitely just keep Moonlighting here. Depending on how many turns it takes for the Toxic to rack up here is what I'm going to decide to do. Okay, so it definitely looks like the next Toxic is going to knock him out, so I will be able to go for one more Moonlight without any worry. And that's going to put us at a 6-4 lead. And if I can find some way to spin away these spikes, that's going to be absolutely amazing, because that's going to put us in a good advantage scenario. So he definitely has to Bug Bite here. As you saw there, even if he crits me, he's not going to knock me out with any one hit, and I did go for the Moonlight. So knowing my luck, he'll probably crit me here, but it's okay because we should still be around like 80% HP, as it looks like he got a bit of a low damage roll on that one. And luckily the Scyther goes down without doing much at all. I was just so happy to get rid of Fortress, man. Like, I replayed scenarios in my head. I thought about worst case scenario, and just being able to get rid of Fortress so early in this match is absolutely phenomenal. Like, AJ Styles phenomenal. Oh man, I'm still a little nervous, guys. I'm still a little nervous, not gonna lie. So, in comes the Garchomp. Okay, this is what I was really scared of. I'm gonna go for the Toxic, because with us being at full HP, even if he's special with like Draco, I don't think that he can knock us out. So I want to Toxic this Garchomp, so it'll be a lot easier for my Shaman to take on 1v1. The good thing about him also not bringing Drapion is that T-Spikes aren't as likely to be on Cofagrigus as they probably would have been on Drapion. So, a Mega, if you drafted a Mega, then you absolutely have to go. Oh, I thought he would have Substitute. I thought he would have Sub. I knew I should have Psychic. I knew I should have Psychic. Oh! That is scary. My brain was telling me he's gonna sub. He's gonna sub. But then I was like, what if he Dracos? So this Earthquake should not come anywhere near to a KOing us. Does absolutely zero. I do have the Psychic, so I will be able to break the sub. Alright, so quick pause before you guys roast me and hurt my feelings in the comments section. I 100% forgot all about the fact that his Silvally had parting shot my Necrozma because of how long my Necrozma had already been in this match leading up to his Garchomp, and then me being so anxious and excited and nervous and not wanting to mess up, just completely forgot about the fact that he had parting shot my Necrozma. So you're probably going to hear me confused and wondering why I'm not breaking the Substitute in one hit, and I don't know what's going on. It's just, yeah, I legitimately forgot about parting shot, so I apologize about that, guys. Promise I won't make the mistake again. So let's get back to the battle. So that's really, really good. So I need to find out what his other two moves are. That didn't break the sub? What? Hold on. Okay, this is a problem. This is a problem. What? How much bulk does he have invested in this? This has got to be like Spadef bulky or something crazy like that. Because that's the only way that wouldn't have 2-hit KO'd. I mean, that's the only way the sub wouldn't have been broken. Because even if I got a low damage roll, it's 30% even if he's max HP. Okay, so that is actually scary. Okay, so depending on rolls, we can maybe take 2 more Earthquakes. So I have to go for the Psychic here to break his Substitute. Yeah, like I'm looking at the damage calc right now. Like, is he just... What? That's insane. He did a little bit over half HP there. Oh, this is actually problematic now. This is really problematic. So the sub is gone, that's good. Oh, I knew I should have just gone for the Psychic turn 1 instead of going for the Toxic. I need to Moonlight here. I need to Moonlight. If I'm able to live this, I can Moonlight out of range. I can Moonlight out of range. Yes! And we're able to live. So another one is not going to knock me out. Another one is not going to knock me out. So I need to go for the Earthquake again. I mean, the Psychic again. I had Earthquake for the Drapion, but he doesn't have Drapion, so I'm not worried about going for Earthquake against this thing. So this is a huge issue. Because I cannot allow this to... See, I wanted to put HP Ice on this Necrozma. I originally did have HP Ice in one version of this team. I have to Psychic here. I have to Psychic. I cannot allow him. I cannot allow him to be behind a substitute. I can 100% not allow him to be behind a sub. That is absolutely terrifying for me. Maybe I just got a low damage roll? No, yeah, this... What is he running on this? Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, what could he be running for Psychic to not break his substitute? Like, did I miss... I didn't misgen this, did I? No, it's a bold nature. Like, I'm looking at it right now. I don't understand. This is a huge problem. This is a huge problem. Do I want to lose Necrozma here is the thing. I think I'm going to Moonlight. Because I can definitely take this Earthquake. As long as he doesn't crit me, I can take this Earthquake. And if he crits me, then that just puts me in an absolutely terrible scenario. So, we're able to live. I only have 2 more Moonlights though, which could really come to hurt me later in this match. So I moonlighted out of range of where he can 2 KO me. So that's really good, which means the next hit, Psychic will break his sub. So I can definitely go for a Psychic here to break his substitute. And he should be in range of where Hidden Power Ice from my Jolteon can knock him out at this range. So Necrozma's doing its job. Necrozma was here to take on the Garchomp, but I still am not sure why I'm not breaking his sub. I'm guessing maybe he's just not running Adamant Max Attack. Like, that would definitely make sense. Yeah, so I can definitely take 1 more Earthquake after this, which is really great. So, break the sub here. And then if he wants to substitute again, then that should be fine. It shouldn't be that big of an issue. Oh. Yeah, because I may have to trade off my Necrozma here. As much as I don't want to. As much as I don't want to do this, I may have to sacrifice Necrozma. Yeah, I have to sacrifice Necrozma. Then I'm going to need to pressure that Cofagrigus a lot. I'm going to really need to pressure Cofagrigus a lot. Would he substitute here? I feel like him Earthquaking is definitely his better play to do. So I could go for the Moonlight again, but then that puts me with only having 1 left. I think if I Moonlight again, I'll be out of range of where he can 2-hit KO me. I think I'm going to Moonlight here. As he does Earthquake. Okay, good. Good. This Earthquake will not be able to knock me out. It will not be able to knock me out. Oh, that was way too close. That was way too close for comfort. So I can definitely take another one. And then after lefties, I may be able to take 2 more after 2 turns of leftovers. Depending on the rolls from his Earthquake, of course. So I'm just going to Psychic here and just be aggressive. I'm just going to Psychic and be aggressive. As he does go for the Earthquake. I thought about going for the Toxic there, but it was just way too risky. It was way too risky. It was way too risky, as I think he got a really high damage roll on that Earthquake too. How does that not do 25%? What? That makes no sense. That makes no sense to me. Yeah, I have to lose Tego here. Oh, this is going to be really bad because Cofagrigus could turn out to be a huge issue, potentially. So yeah, unfortunately, I have to lose my Necrozma here. But I've been able to severely weaken that Garchomp, which is all I really needed to put me in a pretty good spot in this match. But just Cofagrigus has now become a huge problem. So I really got to watch out for that. As I can bring in my Jolteon here, 100% I am going for the Hidden Power Ice, because I cannot allow this thing to just roam the field for free. And I'm really scared that Shadow Ball may not knock this out. I'm really scared Shadow Ball's not gonna knock this out. No, yeah, I'm not gonna risk that. I'm not gonna risk that at all. Ooh, okay, so Cofagrigus has become a huge problem. Depending on what set it is. Depending on what set it is, it may have become a huge problem. Because my game plan for Cofagrigus was to Toxic it with Necrozma and then knock it off with Seismitoad. So I can knock it off, but I can't Toxic it now to get that residual damage because for some reason Psychic wasn't breaking the sub of this Garchomp, and I'm guessing that he must have EV'd it to the point where it could have taken a Psychic from a non-boosted Necrozma, which is like the only thing I can think about right now. As in comes the Thundurus. Now, I can actually knock him out with Thunderbolt, depending on the spread he is running. Depending on his spread, I can knock him out with Thunderbolt. I have a 62% chance to knock him out with the Thunderbolt. But do I want to risk that? No, because I can't afford to lose a heavy hitter in my Jolteon. As much as I don't want to, I may have to just switch into my Hitmonchan. Because the good thing about Hitmonchan is that it can live 2 or 3 Life Orb max special attack Thunderbolts coming from Thundurus. So we're going to see what set he's running as he nasty plots. Okay, this is terrifying. This is actually a little terrifying. Do I want to spin? After I spin... Hold on. Hitmonchan... How much did Thunderbolt do? So I can do about 8% to him. And he's at... what, 75? So I can put him under the range of where Thunderbolt will knock him out if I Rapid Spin. Do I need to get rid of Spikes though? Like, do they really hurt me that much? Because it's either Rapid Spin here, now that I have the chance, or Fire Punch him and guarantee that I knock him out with Jolteon. I think right now that's probably the best play I have to do. Even though we are up 5-3, that thing is still an issue. I think I'm going to Fire Punch. I have to Fire Punch here. We can definitely take this. We are Spadef bulky. As I died. Oh, he's got Life Orb! Okay, he's got the Life Orb. Okay, so I was not expecting to just die there. I was really not expecting to just die. Let's see. That was a roll. He had a 30% chance to OHKO me, and he got it. Oh, that sucks. That actually really sucks. So yeah, I have to bring in Jolteon here. If he doesn't have any HP investment, then I can definitely knock him out with Thunderbolt. He got a really high damage roll on that move too. He got a really high damage roll on that hit. So I am Modest Magnet, Speed Creeping Thundurus. So I should definitely 100% outspeed him here. 110%. I double checked my Pokemon before this match. I definitely outspeed him. I definitely outspeed him. So he should not be able to live my Thunderbolt. He should definitely not be able to live Thunderbolt at this point. I guess maybe having Toxic on Jolteon wouldn't have been a bad option either. But just that HP Ice really came in handy against the Garchomp. So, please? Oh! That crit does not matter. That crit does not matter. Unless he was running a lot of HP bulk, then I guess you can go back to him getting a high damage roll with Hitmonchan. Well, on my Hitmonchan. So, in comes the Salvally, which I'm pretty sure he's going to want to try and Parting Shot me. And because he's got multi-attack, I don't have to risk him being Scarfed because it is grass. So I'm just going to Volt Switch on out of here just to get that little bit of chip damage on him. And then I want to see if maybe I can set up with Mimikyu. I do have the Lumberry on my Mimikyu, so I can SD on the Cofagrigus and potentially Shadow Claw it. So I am faster than him, which is really good. That's really good, and we get off that little bit of chip damage. That is magnet boosted, so I'm able to chip him down a bit. Do I want to bring in Seismitoad? My thing is that I would assume he would want to go for the Parting Shot, predicting me to switch out. Because he's got Parting Shot, multi-attack. Flamethrower? Like, Flamethrower would be a little bit annoying, maybe. This is where I really wish I had Leech Seed on Shaman, because that was also an option that I thought about bringing, but I have HP Fire and Earth Power. I know it may seem odd, but I really want to bring in Seismitoad. I really want to bring in Seismitoad. Shaman isn't a bad option either. How much would a Flamethrower do to me? Because it's not stab. So Flamethrower isn't doing much at all. So yeah, I think I'm going to bring in Shaman here. Because this way, if he brings in Cofagrigus, I can just spam Seed Flare against it. And if he Parting Shots, I just switch into my Seismitoad. So, good thing I did not bring in Seismitoad there. Really good thing I did not bring in Seismitoad there. Because even though I may have been able to live with the Rindo Berry, I wouldn't have been able to take another one. So I should be able to just Seed Flare here pretty safely. He may be running enough speed to outspeed non-speedy V Shaman, which is fine by me because I can get off the Seed Flare on the incoming Cofagrigus. So he does unfortunately have the Flamethrower. I doubt this is going to be doing too much damage to me, as that is nowhere near to a KO, so that's really good for me. I do have to be wary of my Seed Flares though. I really have to be careful of my Seed Flares. So this next turn I'm going to go ahead and probably just go for the Synthesis. And try to recover back up to over 50%, as he's going to Air Slash me. Please do not tell me you're going for the flinch, dude. That's just annoying. That's actually really, really annoying. That's so frustrating. Come on. His best move was to go for Flamethrower. Literally the only reason you have of going for the Air Slash is to try and flinch. And of course, he gets rewarded for his misplay. I'm sorry guys. That's just really, really frustrating. I know an HP Ice isn't going to knock this out, but I'm hoping that if he knocks me out, I can maybe bring in my Mimikyu, as he's going to go for the multi-attack. So if he knocks me out here, this is really good, because I can now bring in Mimikyu, and SD is what I'm thinking. Yeah, because that right now is my best chance of winning this game. I need to Swords Dance here. And this is where I really wish I was the Ghostium Z, man. If I was the Ghostium Z, then that would be absolutely amazing. I don't think Parting Shot activates Disguise, so I'm not too worried about that. It's just if he's got Haze on the Cofagrigus, that could maybe be a problem. That could maybe be a problem. So he's going to Flamethrower. And break my Disguise. Okay, I need to see how much damage he's going to potentially be doing, because he's not going to be doing enough to knock me out. Oh no, oops. Yeah, so... Let's see. Yeah, even if he's max attack, he's not going to knock me out. So what I'm thinking about doing is going for another Swords Dance here. Because if I double SD here, I'm guaranteed to get off more damage on that, on the Cofagrigus. So I'm going to go for another Swords Dance here. And at +4, this puts me in a winning scenario, I'm pretty sure. So I can get up to +4 here, I can live a multi-attack, then I Shadow Claw the Cofagrigus. So he does multi-attack, he shouldn't be able to knock me out. He should not knock me out. That does 0! That's absolutely amazing. So I'm going to Shadow Sneak here because I don't want him to pull out any trickery, pull out a 5th move or something. So we are at +4. Oh, Cofagrigus. Okay, guys, we are in a good spot to win right now. We are in a really good spot to win. Yeah, this is a straight OHKO after Stealth Rocks. This is a straight OHKO after Stealth Rocks. Even if he is max defense, max HP, yup, that is jolly. We are definitely going to knock him out with this Shadow Claw. So, make sure I don't misclick. Even if we don't knock him out, he's going to be in range of where we should be able to revenge kill him. This is +4 stab, super effective, and down it goes! And that is going to be the victory for the Durham Druddigons. I think that was a 3-0 for week 1 of the TBU. So happy that Mimikyu was able to come through. I definitely knew that Mimikyu would be able to set up late game. Just being able to get up that second Swords Dance definitely sealed the victory there for us. So, good game to my boy Esco. His channel link will be down in the description. I'm still upset about that air flinch, that air/flinch, but hey, we won! We won! So hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to hammer that like button down below. Leave a comment, guys. Next Friday will be week 2 against my boy Skyrander, and that's another tough matchup. So hopefully we can pull out another W. And with that being said, guys, I will see you all tomorrow. So later, everybody. Thank you all for watching.
Cause my brain and heart are both tied in a knot, and this hinders me from crying a lot. This causing me to show no emotion. But when I said I cared, I wasn't joking. But I guess it's too late for me to become broken. For now, I'm living with no more pain, tears, or hoping. I'm just coasting. Yeah, I said I'm coasting. No more pain, tears, and hoping. For real.